What's the deal, everybody? We're back. Asian sessions in full effect. Thank you for coming through. Don Juan, happy as a motherfucker in the house. 33. Hold on. I gotta turn this down. It's too loud in my ear. All right, we're perfect. There we go. We are perfectly in tune now. What's up, everybody? Good morning to my Asians. Good evening to everyone else. What's the deal? We back. We back. I'll let some people into the stream. Spectral, what's going on? All right, drop some likes up to the channel. It's been a while since I said that. I haven't said that in a few streams, I think. Who survived? That's fucked up. Stop rubbing it into their faces, Turpy. Good luck for this complex situation. It's just the markets. All right, let's get into a breakdown. The daily close, no bottom wick here. Drove down, closed at support. No, well, I'm gonna look for a bottom wick to be created and drive up, see what happens. All right, the hourly's got a level here, and the 15 and the 5. Okay. Ooh, so we just respected here again on the 5, huh? This is interesting because if this hourly flips, it's flipping back into range here. This candle respected. Let's see if we can close bullish here on the 5. What's our stops here? Not bad. Is it me or the price not moving? This shit's been like, oh, there we go. So the hourly's made a bottom wick here, right? See if we can get a closure back above 1912.42. If we can do that, I think the 30 will flip there. The 15, the hourly will flip there. And we will have really decent stops. We need to establish support here, and so far it hasn't been established. We've closed here, but we haven't really printed bullish on any time frame. So See how this closes in 5 minutes. But what I'm really looking for is a bullish close somewhere in this area. Okay. That's what I want. If we get this on the 5, then on the next 5 I can have a bottom wick entry. Or even if it breaks down into here, bottom wick entry. But this would need to close up above here. If it doesn't, then I can't have this bottom wick entry. It would need to close above here. And this is a really decent level because, yeah, let's see. So the 5 held support. It just hasn't closed above there. But it should flip, right? The 30's gonna flip there. Chat, I'm gonna take a buy right here. On the flip of this candle. And my stops are gonna be $19.09, yeah. So the 5 held here, the 30 flipped. I'm expecting the hourly to break the hourly highs and continue up, plus the hourly closed, respecting this area after making that bottom wick. So if we do come down, there's possibilities of, let me just draw up some ranges, but there's possibilities of pineapples. Outside of that, I would really like to retest this area. And the reason I tell you I really want to come up and be that ambitious for 80 pips is because we have a daily candle that we just looked at that closed with no bottom wick, right? So if the daily here closed with no bottom wick, I don't know how steep the daily today's bottom wick will be, but we should overall technically come up. Oh, what the fuck? Sorry, I moved that. Oh, we got in right there on that flip. That's 6. Right there. So our advantage point here, top of the range, roughly 10 pip advantage point, 26. You guys could start, I guess, securing more profits. But it's barely come up here. This is only 2 pips. This is a small range. Previous hourly also, you see, started with no top wick here. So this could be a top wick for the hourly to come down. Should be fine, because if it comes down, there's a level here at the tip of this wick where I'm going to look for more positions. I just don't expect that to happen based on the daily closing with no bottom wick. It's got a very tiny one. You really have to zoom in. Look, this is a daily candle with a 1.8 pip bottom wick. That's not a bottom wick. That's like, look at that. There's no bottom wick. There's barely anything there. All right, where's this level across? You see that? We're tapping this level across perfectly here. You can have a chance at pineapples if we down to this area. Stop 1906.083. Oh, no, that's too much. $1907.200. The most logical stop here, 1907.2. Yeah, I'm gonna go break even or close partials at around 1913.55. Honestly, we should have been in this trade like 5 pips earlier right here as we were making that bottom wick. I was looking at it. So I felt more comfortable on the flip. I think we'd be 10 pips in profit right now. I got 7 pips here, chap, but I'm waiting on my 10. Honestly, at 10, you could go break even, or you could move your stops up to the bottom of this wick. It shouldn't come back down there, but maybe 10 pips. We tap this area. Alright, sorry folks, I was just doing my settings on my empty fizzle and my OBS, but we're back. So, yeah, we got a really good entry here. Honestly, we can still come down, retest the lows here on the next candle. But if we never come back here and drive into the next zone without grabbing liquidity back at our entrance, then there's a really high chance we can have decent runners. But for now, let's just get to the top of the range here. Oof. Chat, I'm gonna go break even. This can break. If this 15 flips, it has no reason to drive down here. This 15 flips, we can, because we just tapped this area across the board here, right here. So if it flips, we can retest the lows here, and I don't want it to flip. So if we don't get an entry here, I mean, if we get taken out here and it comes down, we'll look for another entry as it touches the lows. But I'm gonna go break even here, because I just don't want to come back down to the bottom of the range. There's no need for it to come back here, because if it comes back here, it'll flip, it'll touch the bottom of this range, and we'll get another entry. We'll get more play, right? But we have a pretty good entry below this candle where it shouldn't come back and flip bearish. And if it does, then it's too soon. It was too soon for us to enter, and we'll get another indication of an entry. What I don't want is this being the top wick for the hourly to continue down. And it's possible. It could be too soon, right? We could still come down, tap the lows here. What time is it? 8:30, right? So you're getting a 30 closure. You want the 30 closing above this area, and 30 should still make another bottom wick. At which point the hourly will flip, and we'll have to see if the hourly will stay bearish or will reflip bullish. So we really don't want this 30 to flip. We want a strong push outside the range, because that gives us a chance to survive the next candle bottom wick. We close like this, the candle's got a bottom, have a bottom somewhere. So we need somewhere over here, because this lets us wick into this area and then drive further without doing this. Understand? But for now, we had a 5-minute bearish close. So we might come back down to the bottom of the range here, as it was too soon. Looks good on the 30 like this, right? Just that 5-minute bearish close wasn't pretty. Yeah, if we had our ideal entry, we would be sitting right now at 11 pips, 10 pips. The most I saw was 7 though. Wix is in a buy, yeah, Wix has been in a buy for 15 minutes and we've gone nowhere. I think it's not the best end of the market right now. Well, it's house money right now, right? We're expecting the 30 and the 1 hour to drive without coming back. But if it does, I mean, we'll look for more positions later. I mean, why would we come back down here, right? If this 30 and the 1 hour has flipped like this, right? I'm expecting a lot of momentum on the higher time frame, and we have a good entry. But if it does come back down, that means look at our entry. It's the 1 hour flip. If we break our stops, we're gonna hit we're gonna have a bearish 1 hour, and we're gonna be in the wrong direction, right? So it's just the most logical stop. Don't be worried, oh shit, takes me out and then it goes back up. But no, if it takes you out, the hourly flips bearish. The hourly flips bearish, you're in the wrong direction, my dude. You know what I mean? One more push up. I think we need one more push. Okay, most. I got 8.5 pips. I'm break even here, Chad, but I only saw 8.5. I did not see 10 pips here yet. 15's closing, the 30's closing here. We might. Yeah, I'm not gonna close anything here. It's a very small top wick. 30's almost got no top wick here, but maybe we start off the next 30 with a top wick. Maybe. Maybe not. Could be a steep liquidity grab, could be a hourly flip. Who knows? We never rebroke the hourly high. We never rebroke the 4-hour high, I'm sorry. Got 11 pips on the dot. Yeah, I had 8.5, a little more. I'm gonna if we re-break the highs here, which means I'll have about 10, I'll probably close half at 10. Yeah, a lot of people here have already saw 10 pips. I entered a little bit later because I said I'm entering, and then by the time I clicked it, it was already. Just not moving here. All right, there we go, gang. All right, so there's 11 pips here. I'm just closed half at 11. That's a W. Another W. We're break even here. Oh, man. Whee! Another W, another W. Now you could spam it. Now you can fucking spam it. Let's go. Let's go. And now it's just a runner. Let's see what happens. We can still come back to the bottom of the range, but at least
we got a runner
at 7 8. Yeah. 8.5 pips. Alright, yeah. Plus 11 here. This is our 40th W of the year. Probably the earliest W we had all year. I think in February we had a pretty early W at like 8:20. Maybe the second earliest W here. No, this was more of a flip. This was more of the 30 flip here. Because the 5 held support and the 30 started coming up. And you could see the 30 was going to hold support once it flips. So that was the 30 flip. Think it'll go higher? Yeah, I do. It just might take us out before it does, but I believe we're gonna head up. So we might end up tapping right around our entry area, around 19, this area right here, 1912.38. And then we might drive up after. Because the 1 hour is coming up here, but it's gonna need liquidity on the next 1 hour, right? A lot can happen here. Yeah, I honestly would expect us to get a pretty steep liquidity grab here, but because of our entry, it's a 50-50 if we'll survive or not. We don't know. Hourly's just pushing here. I'm hoping for the next 20 minutes it continues pushing, doesn't come back up in range, right? There's another 20 minutes left here. But you can get this thing freaking closing bearish for all we know in the next 20 minutes. Likes ain't adding up. Yeah, not even 100 likes. We already have a W. Half hour into the session. Have you noticed the same trade has played out in the last 3 days? Have you noticed the same trade has played out in the last like 30 years? It's just over and over the same shit over years and years and decades and decades. Same fucking thing. But you're right, Alex. Absolutely. The collective psyche of the traders in the market does not change. People are always going to be people. Tendencies and habits are always going to remain the same, right? Overall through society. And it's just reflected here on the charts with the rest of society trading, or the rest of, the trading society here. So that's why you see the same things happen over and over, because the collective psyche of the human doesn't change. And who's trading right now? Like, we're all humans, right? Trading, and it's reflecting on the charts how we all see this. So yeah, that's why it always repeats, because human tendencies do not change. Evolution takes millions of years. It's a long time. And obviously everyone can manage risk how they want. You want to close full, close full. I closed partials because I closed half because I'm expecting some more drives up and we have a good entry. Moving on up to the east side. Ooh, close no top wick here on the 5. I'm gonna close full right here. Ooh, not bad. 14 on here. No, I closed it. Closed. So 16 pips here, chat. Let me change this plus 16. I closed full because the 5 over here just closed with no top wick. So we might make a top wick and head down back into range. And if that happens, then you know what we get? We get a fake out. Right? If that happens. Wait, if this comes back down into range like this now, then we're going to touch back the bottom of the range. And what's the point, right? There's maybe 10, 15 more pips to get here, or we can lose the other half. So no points. Plus 16. Hold on, let me change that instead of plus 11 and plus 16. All right. W. It's almost like 2 wins. What's the you out already now? One? We about to call it. You guys can go have a good evening now.
I was talking shit.
Yeah, we might just call it right there. Kidding, chat. Let's stick around. Let's wait for the hourly close at least. Let's get the 4-hour close. Somebody told me you're a fool for streaming today. Like, the fuck you talking? He's like, yeah, there's a bank holiday. You're a fucking idiot for streaming. I'm like, bro, you don't even trade. How are you telling me these things? This is one of my boys. He's not even a trader. He's like, yeah, I saw there's a bank holiday. Chat, drop a like, sub to the channel. Turn on notifications. This way you know when we're on. I mean, yeah, you guys can trail it, right? Like, the hourly is massively bullish, but the small time frame gave me an indication. I'm not going to be greedy here, right? I got a nice break even this morning. Just got a W here. Some of you had W's there and here. Oh, yeah. Oh, what? So, as we came on stream, this was what we expected, right? Look, the first thing in the breakdown was daily closed with no bottom wick. This is the daily. Now, if the daily comes down and flips, grabs the bottom wick and flips, it's going to give you more than 5-10 pips here, right? Because that's the fucking daily. It's not a 5 or a 10 minute or 15 minute. Number one. Number two, the 4-hour, no bottom wick. Same idea. You go to the hourly, you had a support, a bullish closure, and then you drove down, closed back in range above that bullish closure, right? So we respected there. You drop down to the 30. The 30 held as well, made a bottom wick, and we went down to the 5, and we saw, hey, the 5 held here. The 5 held support. So now, with that logic, the 5 held, the previous hourly, everything's holding here, right? Nothing closed below. As soon as the 30 flips, right here, the 30 flips, we're going to touch the top of the range, at least. Because now we didn't have enough, it wouldn't flip here. Otherwise, the 30 would have, at this moment, right, this candle, it wouldn't have closed here. So here's what happens. This candle right here would have closed like this after tapping this area if we were to go down. But it tapped this area. It didn't flip here. We closed massively bullish, right? So that's an extra confirmation. As soon as that candle closed bullish above there, I was like, all right, so we're pretty good. But the entry itself was this 30 over here, flipping back into the range. And in order for us to drive further down, we're going to need to grab more liquidity, as we say. You know, for a bigger drive, you need more orders grabbed. So we're going to have to come up here 15, you know, even further. We might just change trend and start heading up to, you know, 26 areas, 23, 26, and you could see a 150 pip move here, and we might never come back to our entry, right? But I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm gonna take what the market gives me. I'm gonna scalp. I'm gonna stay out until I see the next opportunity. And slowly but surely, that's how you build an account. That's why it takes a long time, because you know what? When you go for that 100 pips, once out of every 100 maybe you'll get it, but then the rest of the time, all those pips that went back to break even are wasted. But if it's just a top-down analysis, right? If you just did your top-down analysis, you'd realize, especially with the, I don't know if you guys saw the hourly, or maybe it was the 4-hour. No, it's the hourly. Look. Across the board here. You guys see that? That's where we rejected. Look. When in doubt, zoom out, go out to the hourly instead of the 5 and look left. Boom. 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 This one almost down there, but basically the same area. And look, we bring it across. That's exactly where we had an entry. See that? That's what we were looking at. You really have to start paying attention to everything that's available on the charts. Everything, all the information that's at your disposal. Look, we're still driving here, all right? We're still coming up here. That 5 don't matter now. The next 5 gave a top wick. It's another set. We would have been at like 25 pips right now. It's all good though. I'm thinking we could hit 1920s here, right? We have a great entry. This is a great entry. Next time I'm gonna hold this for till here, till this area. I just didn't like this close, but I honestly think on the higher time frames we would have been good till 1915. Another maybe 15, 20 pips would have been good. Not saying you're good, but I did turn my EA back on. What? Okay. You still in? No, I closed out at 16 full. Closed full 16. I just want to see how far it goes if we get there. But it's irrelevant now. People are gonna hop in here. And actually, who else is in here? Yeah, it was the last couple of days, like yesterday, this is the entry I didn't take yesterday. I hit up Don, I was like, yo, can you explain to me why I didn't take this entry? He's like, well, you could have. And then he was like, no, you know what, it was probably a good entry. It's like, I know it was a good entry, it was just fucking lie to me, make me feel better, why didn't I take it? And I don't know, just gotta. I came out to the charts today, I was like, oh man, we're at this hourly level and the daily no bottom wick, we're gonna get to see this again. When I was starting out trading yesterday, I would have probably went back on the charts, and I would have probably just traded just because I missed my entry, like what I really wanted. How much higher? I'm telling you, we can retrace this entire move. That's what I really think. We're gonna retrace this entire move. Are we gonna do it in one long swoop, one long swing? I don't know. It's possible, but you have a really good entry here for you to never get stopped out, right? You might come back to break even because look, 1915 should be a risk management area. Secure the bacon, take risk off the table. Maybe move stops in profit. You could trail your stops, right? But overall, with the daily closing like it did, with no bottom wick, look what happened here last time on the daily. You rejected off this area. The daily didn't look back. It went to That same day, it went to 1935. That's 220 pip move here, 230 pip move, right? Can you get that? Of course you can. Market repeats and mirrors itself all the time. You can sit here and just wait for that 230. But you got to realize you might also never get there and lose everything you've made so far. These are positions. If you already secured partials and you have a small risk on the table, shit, leave it like this. Go to sleep. You don't know. Maybe by tomorrow morning you're just gonna wake up and have a really extra good morning. There's no swap fees you have to worry about. Just you wake up for New York session. If it's like this, boom. If it corrects this whole move, great. If it doesn't, you secured some profits and it came back to break even. No big deal, right? You'll still see another trade tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a big day. Tomorrow should be a fine day for trading. Got your 100K funded today? Beautiful. Incredible. What I would say is under risk. Every funding company right now has got this thing of no time limit going on. Under risk. Take your time. Take a month longer, but get there. Know what I mean? $1,700 away on what? On a 100K account? That ain't nothing on like a 200K account, right? Why is my camera blurrier than fucking Bigfoot's? They get you with changing the leverage once you get funded. Should risk 1% on the first trade for your... The way we trade now, and like we could have took 4 positions today, right? So you probably want to trade at a quarter risk. Yeah, I was saying do a funded trade half risk, but the way fundeds look right now, if I was doing a funded, I would do a challenge and trade a quarter risk, right? So if it was a 100K account, I would probably trade like 2.5 lots, 3 lots. Looks what state you in? Right near the beach, boy. Quarter is about as crazy as you should go. Yeah, because look, you would have. First of all, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure with the daily drawdown, right? At half, like you can take 1 loss and then you can't trade back if you see your position set up or if you were in the wrong direction. So you can't trade at full or the size of the stops at 50, 60 pips. So you know what I mean? And the fact that you have unlimited time, just drop them by fucking trade 1 lot, but you'll get there, right? And you'll get there eventually, and you'll never hit your drawdown limits. You won't ever be close, and I promise you, you're going to be a lot more calm, stoic, and confident in your positions, trading at a 5th or at a 10th of what you would, in a normal account. Just because, like, oh shit, drawdown? Oh well, I'll take pineapples. Oh shit, more drawdown? I'll take more pineapple. Oh shit, why? Because I got a lot of room, right? I can take trade upon trade upon trade before I actually get to my limits. Leave yourself room for error. You guys, your egos are too big not leaving yourself room for error, thinking, oh, it's only going in one direction. You have the profits blinding you from what's really in front of you. Right? This isn't a straight line, it's a slalom. You have to go left, right, side to side. Profits blind you from logic. right? And if I told you the name of the game is not to make more money, but to, stick around for as long as possible here, for much longer, you would drop your lots. And this is a game of many, of thousands, of a long time. Everyone tells you it takes a long time. So if that's the rules of the game, it takes a long time. It's kind of like built into this game, right? Why wouldn't you set yourself up to stick around as long as possible? Why are you putting the risk of not making it to next week on the table? It doesn't fucking make sense to me, because even if you're right, and even if you right and you're making money, it just doesn't make sense to have all that risk on the table. Why? Because if you're right, you still can't go get that Lambo. You still can't go get that mansion. You still didn't take your family out of poverty and out the hood, right? You can take the shiki out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the shiki. Like, because it's not this one win or one loss, right? It's not going to have a meaningful, long-lasting impact on your trading career, life, or everything, right? It won't. But it'll set you back days or weeks, because it'll knock you out of the market if you're wrong. And at that point, you got to go look for more funding. You got to redeposit money. You got to buy another account, whatever you got to do, right? But you guys got to, and now it's a whole different type of stress now. When you could have just been making your $1 and change, $2 and change, right? Knowing in your head, I'm not going to be rich tomorrow. I'm not going to be rich next month. But I'm going to be content with myself if I show up here and win tomorrow. Yeah, 1915 just tapped here. This is where I would have, closed full if we had a top wick on there. Yeah, but it's still running. We're going to see that this is going to be a 100-pip move. We're not coming back to entry here. This was a really good entry today. Sir, when you open trade, at least ask us. Why would I ask you? What, for permission? I said I'm taking a trade. No, how about this? How about this? When I open a trade, you guys should listen. You're going to open soon. I just said, hey, I'm opening here. And if you were, it stuck around at break even for like 5 minutes, maybe 10. And I already had it on screen and we were at break even for a little while. Luke said he closed, but happy he caught it. Saying, yeah, I'm good with what I got. I'm good with my 16. I didn't get 25, 30 here. This would have been 30 pips, right? 26, yeah. It would have been 27 for me. But regardless, I took 16. Cool. The idea is to show up and win. The idea is not to get, like I just said, to get rich here and buy a Lambo overnight. It won't happen. You get into the habit of winning every day, and that Lambo in your garage is just going to be a side effect of winning. It's going to be a byproduct of you coming here and winning every day. Just concentrate on the actual activity, just winning every day. When you will show in your live account, does Don Vo do? I'm not from the haters. Love you, man. I honestly think Don Vo is not going to be showing his account for much longer. I think he's going to give you a year and be like, look, guys, you don't deserve it. That's my opinion. I'm not. That's not fact, right? Don could just hop on he's probably, you know, lurking in the background, and he could be like, no, you're wrong. I'm always going to show it. But I truly believe that the man doesn't owe you anything, right? He doesn't need to show it, and I think it'll get rid of a lot of questions if he stops. To stop all the questions, I think that's what brought on all the questions. Before he showed his account, there was never questions. There was never an issue. It's like, it was because now it's in front of you, so people concentrate on the balance. It's not, it doesn't matter. What's in my bank account is irrelevant. What's in Don's bank account, it's irrelevant. It's really about, you're concentrating on the wrong things, guys. That's not, you got to figure out why this trade was taken and why we managed risk where we did. Outside of that, everything else is irrelevant. Right? Like what we drive, where we live, all of that is irrelevant, right? Don's car is not why he's a good trader. It's not what defines him, right? What you have is not what defines you, right? Just because you got a Lambo doesn't make you because yo, things break. I've told you guys this before, right? What happens when that Lambo breaks? Are you broken? If you're defined by what you can get and what you have, right? Like, if those things are taken away from you now, are you less than yourself? Right? If your car breaks, are you broken? No, you're still a human being that provides value, right? To somebody here, somebody in this life. And that value is really gonna define you in this life. It's gonna define what you were able to bring for others, right? No cap, if I broke a Lambo, I'd be a little broken, but it wouldn't make you any less of a person. I know you're trolling, but so it doesn't matter, you know, what we have in our pockets, how much money in my account, how much money in my bank, what kind of car I drive. None of this matters. I know people that you would be like, really? You know, like, you drive a fucking Prius? You? And you wear those jeans? And like, how does that any way define them? They could fucking, you know, they can literally crush you with their wallet. It's irrelevant. Like I said, you shouldn't be comparing yourself or your wallet or your bank account or your trading account to me, Don, or anyone else. The grind is not against anyone else or versus anyone else. You guys know this. The grind is against poverty. That's it. Just get better. Like my mom said, the cake is better when you know how to make it. Come learn something. Yes, bingo. Your mom was a brilliant woman. Is a brilliant woman. Wow. Drive a beater and I ain't upgrading because I'm gonna travel full time and trade outside the. What do you have, a rape van or something? Calm in a Scooby-Doo van. Just pull up on some people. Hey, would you like to join me inside the van? Crazy. We probably wouldn't. Calm would type to have fucking curtains on a van. Big surf van? That's a rape van. Bro, you gonna get locked up. There's gonna be fucking 4 counties and 6 police departments looking for you. You're gonna need a different car. As soon as you get that van, dog, it's gonna be. Just park up in people's driveways and shit.
It happens.
Uh-oh. What the fuck was that? Who's with the soundboard over here? Was that Don Juan?
That's crazy. And I thought it was muted.
Oh, that was your voice changer.
Yeah, that Go XR.
Yeah.
Go XLR.
You have a Go XLR? Why do you have a Go XLR for what?
I play a lot of. Well, I used to play and stream a lot of Call of Duty.
Nice, nice.
That's why you heard my girl like, "Damn, you died again." It's like all my little.
Damn, you died again.
Right.
No signs of liquidity. I'm not looking for sells. I mean, I'm not looking for buys anymore either, honestly. I'm gonna kick it here for maybe another half hour, 20 minutes. Get the stream time. We're vibing, you know, but I really like to see how far this goes. This would be, I should have left like 10% running just to be in it. See if we can, just to cheer for it.
You're gonna get me put on mute, Green.
I'm watching you for a minute. Don't trade your strat. Do supply and demand, but see a lot of similarities. So I like watching you for confluence. I'm also on this gold buy. Beautiful. My boy trades SMC, and he learned from ICT, and he's a lot of times he hits me up. He's like, "Yo, don't let nobody say nothing. I'm honestly in the same position as you are right now. In the same, like my breakdown, like the way I got to this position was a little bit different, but I still took the position in basically the same spot that you did, based on my concepts. I was like, yo, W, straight up W, right? I don't care how, like what you do it, as long as you can rinse and repeat it, right? As long as it wasn't like a one-time thing, and you can come here tomorrow and do the same thing over and over and over again.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Somebody please tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Hold on, turn the mic up. Are you supposed to turn the mic up? Yeah, down over there. What is he supposed to do, chat? I don't understand it. What is he supposed to do over there? Light that J, fool. That's what you're supposed to do.
No, that's the soundboard. That's the soundboard, Rick.
Yo, they hear you, bro. They hear you talking to other people.
No, I wasn't talking to no one. That's the soundboard. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Oh my God, what am I?
Oh, that's your soundboard?
Somebody please tell me what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, for clips for my Call of Duty. He's trying to save my life.
Yeah.
He muted me like, yo, Jay, I got you. I got you, Jay. Mute you.
He got a soundboard of himself. That's crazy. He's living in the future where he's already famous. Yo, honestly, you got a better voice than Freeman. Morgan Freeman doesn't have nothing on your voice.
There we go. The plug for Morgan Freeman.
Telling you. I was about to say, bro wasn't even moving his lips, but was talking. And ventriloquist Don. Yo, imagine that. It's coming one day, chat. Like, this is the Forex industry is on another level. Like Like you're gonna have a ventriloquist streamer one day. You already have somebody that streams Forex in a mask, right? You guys see that? There's some dude that just he wears a mask and you can't see who he is, like a DJ, but he trades Forex. I'm telling you, like by next summer, there's gonna be some asshole sitting over here with a fucking doll on his shoulder talking about, "Hello, guys. We're taking a bath." If I see a fucking ventriloquist streaming, I'm fucking swatting their ass. Straight up. Ban that, man. Depending on how price moves up, what you think of sells on the wick entry at the 1917 levels? Price had major rejections. 1917 levels, yes. 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 My issue is it had rejections there on the 5, right? But you should look for those rejections to be on a higher time frame. So you really want to see where the hourly, the 30 drove off of, and see where we come down from, down to these areas. Looking at, this is the 30, let's go to the 1. Whoops, sorry. So, as you said, this is a decent area, right? Right here. I see rejections there. But I mostly see overall rejections to the upside here, and they drive much further. So for sells, honestly, it will be tough here. I think the way we've rejected here, you might get some short-term sells like you're thinking at around 1917. I don't completely disagree with that. I think actually, yeah, like I said, short-term sells, but I wouldn't look for sells here. I would wait to come up to 19, much higher. Let me see on the 30. Yeah, 1917, 1920 area right here. I would look for 1920 area to come down, because I think if you fill this range up, if you come up to 1917, I think you're going to head up to 1920. If you will get all the way up there, you're going to come back up to 1920. And I think you need to grab 1920, 1930 areas before coming back down. Our daily close, no bottom wick, so just remember that as well. How often you place trades on the Asian session? This week we had 3 out of the 4 Asian sessions had a trade. L. Yes. You really want the higher time frame rejections overall. It's funny, seeing how far back we went to grab that level, and that's basically where our TP is, because that's your next point of interest. Ventrilinine. You know, a Paul 5. What? Oh, help me. Huh. That sucks. What does it mean by candle close? Did you ask that yesterday and the day before yesterday? It means there's no more range to go down. So the daily close, no bottom wick. First thing we looked in the analysis this morning, this evening. Close, no bottom wick. Oh shit, we're gonna make a bottom wick, flip, drive up. We're gonna expect daily to close bullish, and that's what happened. We made a bottom wick, and the daily friggin' flipped bullish. This bottom, no bottom wick here means there's no more range to drive down, and that's exactly what it did. It stopped here and continued up. I was talking about this with Don yesterday. We were talking about well, the positions from yesterday, and I spoke to him about never mind. Never mind, chat. Scratch that. Rewind. Can I delete that last 15 seconds off YouTube? Never mind. That wasn't going to go anywhere. When he smiles that way, you know he's high. No, yeah, I'm smoking. You made more money from trading. How do you avoid the urge to waste money on things you don't need just because you can afford them now? Well, I got 3 daughters. And every time I go get something, I'm like, yeah, but I could spend this on a toy for her. Or like, yeah, I could have gotten them something. Yeah, I could have bought her that chocolate that I could, whatever. Like, I could have bought her something that I told her no, and then I'm spending this money. What? But am I more important? And that's how it eats at me. So like people, like I have people ask me for money, and like before I'd have a hard time saying no, but now it's like,
oh,
honestly, I'd rather just give it to my daughters. People are like, oh, all right, I can respect that. But yo, I make Lambo money. I'm getting a Lambo, you know what I mean? I just don't make Lambo money yet. You know, I made money in the Forex game, but you know, I don't have a million in cash, liquid, to go get a SVJ or something. How much did I make today? 1400. It's irrelevant, right? Like, how does that, like, great, I told you, like, how is that gonna change? How does that make you better now? Suggested leverage doesn't matter. You're never going to use up all your leverage. To be a profitable trader, you better leave that leverage alone. Unleverage yourself. Give me 1 second, chat. Which broker do you recommend? Any broker that's going to pay you. Anyone that lets you withdraw your money. If you had to move to another English-speaking country outside of North America, which would it be and why? It would be Texas. Texas is its own country outside of North America. With the way the daily ended, would that imply a strong bullish momentum? No. It just simply implies there's no more range to go down. It doesn't necessarily have to go up. If something doesn't go down, it doesn't necessarily have to go up. It can just range. It can find a level there. It can trickle down. It just shouldn't have another drive down. It can still flip and drive down on the daily. I'm just telling you that the way it closed and the way that today's day opened, it was going to come up and grab liquidity and make a decision. We don't know if it's going to reflip. We just know it's done what we expected. Now it's, now you better pray to little baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Wix, can I sell gold based on fit? Look, you can do whatever you want. The issue is, will it make sense? Now, are you logical enough to make sense out of it? Can you take that trade to court and justify to yourself why the trade should be taken? If you can, great. Take the trade and then sample size it. If you can't see logic in it, then don't do it. Hit 1.7 million views on Instagram video. Congratulations. Nice. W. Oh, whoops. Sorry, wrong one. Wrong one, my bad. W. Bravo. You guys noticed, I think I've hit this joint about 1.7 million times. Chat, let's go. It's the Macarena time. Or no, whatever. The Pata Sucia time. Let's go. Take your fucking slippers off. Let's get on the dance floor right now. get this DJ live here on stream. Let's get him to spin music for us live. It'll be tight if he did that. Imagine. Who would you want to see here on stream? I could reach out to some people. Chat, we got a hard time getting Donvo on here. It's an issue getting Donvo on here at the moment. Not want to DJ on his board thing. Oh, there he goes. 2K views in Asian? No, ain't happening. The most we've had for Asian was 980. Our peak concurrence for one stream was 980 people in the Asian session. $5K viewers. Nah, he shows up from time to time, once in a while. I'll hop in there. Beautiful. Found a little resistance here, but got a nice early trade, right? Get it out of the way. I think I'm going to call it here in about 5 minutes, but W day overall.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a really, really good day. No positions yet. You don't have positions yet? From New York and Asian? There's a lot of volume today. You'll tomorrow morning you should have more chances. For sure. I want to see it run. No, with not being involved. This would be our earliest stream of the year, second earliest stream being called. There's only one stream I called earlier than this, and that was my dad's birthday. Back in the beginning of the year, for my pop's birthday. We got a trade in the first half hour, and then I was out by like 8:45. But every single stream since then has gone to at least 10. Why Naibai so delayed? Because he just smoked this J with me. And we got one more session. chat. Devious has one more session left tomorrow morning. Make sure you're there. I was gonna say 6:30, but it's not. 7 a.m. Eastern on Don Vo's stream. Go ahead, Nightbot. Plug that. Or Green. One of you. There you go. Make sure you're there at 7 a.m. If you don't already, show up. Anyone new here today? How many people are new here today? Yeah, it's Thursday, but
It's only Thursday.
who's new here? Anyone here for the first time? Beautiful.
Wow.
I love first timers. Don was crazy. It's 40K to make 300. Shameful New York plug. No, hell, I'm not ashamed. I'm proud New York plug. Flaunting the New York plug. Acting brand new. Does that count? Beautiful. I just want to see if, like, how many new viewers have showed up. How many of you really liked and subscribed? Because that's when new viewers show up. Or when I say, hey, I got buy stops. At least 20 will show up now. First time here. Come on, Falcon. At least create a burner. I just joined this. What is your gold trade today? We already have buys. We closed. So this is for the sake of visuals. I want to see if this runs. 1 hour has reflipped bearish here, huh? So you might come back, retest these areas. Retest 1913.5.6. See? Made me what I lost today. What'd you lose? In the morning trade?
I enjoyed this morning trade.
It wasn't like I closed break even on that trade, but it wasn't like it was still a massive W for my psychology for reaffirmations of what I believe will happen to be correct.
Yeah, one of my friends closed. I'm gonna call his name.
It's just
Lloyd.
but
I closed the challenge one. My main count, my main one was still going.
Okay.
Today, like I said earlier, today was a perfect, like if we took 4 positions today for the challenge, it would have had to be a quarter risk. So
Yeah,
today,
no, just some adjustments have to be made. That's all.
I think who are you doing the challenge with?
ACG, and like I reached out to a few people, like Janez helped me out pretty good too. So just gotta make a few adjustments.
So on the challenge, you're gonna drop the lots, right? Based on the way we trade.
Yeah,
You have
just the new way.
ACG. I think Karen said they don't have, or somebody said they don't have a time limit.
Yeah, actually,
So instead
Kieran
of
actually
getting
told me about them.
instead of getting there in a month, let's say you get there in 2 months, but then you have
No
a
big
higher
deal.
probability of actually getting there. You're setting yourself up probability-wise to get there
Yeah.
eventually, and quicker.
Yeah,
than
because the pressure of the
average
time limit's
person.
gone.
Yeah, and you're gonna get there quicker than the average person because the average person is gonna over risk, lose the account, set themselves back at buying a new account while you're still building, even though at a slower pace.
Yeah. Well, that's the plan.
Yes.
Yeah, I was saying to him before, because it's
Micro
like it's a 200k account, it's a large account, and he's looking at the like
The
money
dollars.
side of things, where as it's only like what was it, negative 4%, but that's
Yeah, negative
$8,000,
4.
right? So when you look at
Yeah.
negative $8,000, that's a lot, but when you look at it as negative 4%, you can easily come back from that.
Yeah, I've been negative 4, and I've been back to BE, and then
I mean,
today over risked again and learned the lesson.
We've had 5 or 10% days, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just gotta. It's good because like the DVS community, I could just reach out and ask questions, and everybody's pretty helpful.
I think if I was doing a challenge, like I probably would have been in a position still here. Challenges, because like time limit wise. MFF, no time limit. Yeah, you see all these.
Yeah, the no time limit makes it so much better. That's the only reason why I started doing it.
Just chill.
Try to
Small lots that you don't
increase the
pace,
bankroll while.
you'll still eventually get there. Like,
Yeah.
all right. It's been fun and all. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it here, gang. I'm not looking for another position. I'm gonna wait. I'm actually gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. It's been a long day for me. It was a long stream in the morning, and now I feel like I'm losing my voice. So I'm gonna go drink some hot tea after I finish whatever's in here. It's that water on the rocks. Right? But thank you everyone that showed up here today. Congratulations if you took this W with us. Congratulations if you're still holding your position here and you secured some profits. Congrats on securing the bacon and taking it home. Now just show up tomorrow and do the same. Oh wait, no Asian session tomorrow. Only New York session on Downvote Stream. We'll be back here on Monday morning also on Downvote. We'll be back here on Monday morning in Asia. No, I'm lying again. Monday morning in Asia is my private session. All right, if you're at Wix's table, we'll be on. Someone's like, W plug Wix. We'll be on at 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday for everyone at Wix's table. See you guys there. And for the YouTubes, we'll be on 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday. All right. Yo, Dawan, Lloyd, John S., thank you for hopping on. And
Thanks for hosting Wix.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for the pips.
Yes, as always. Thank you, Zoom. Thank you, chat. Love and wisdom to you all. Green, as always, I appreciate you, Jay. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on Dawn's stream. All right?
Lighter green.
Get your dancing shoes on, all right? We gonna dance. All right, chat. I'm out. And just like that, the Asian session is done for the week. I will see you next week.
Later, fellas. And ladies.